Welcome to the world of soccer, also known as football in many parts of the world. This sport transcends borders, cultures, and languages, uniting people from all walks of life. Whether you're in a bustling city or a quiet village, the sight of a soccer ball being kicked around is universal. It's a game loved by billions, and for a good reason. The passion, the excitement, the sheer joy of watching your favorite team score a goal. It's an experience like no other. From the World Cup to local leagues, soccer brings people together, creating unforgettable memories. At its heart, soccer is beautifully simple. Two teams of 11 players each trying to put a ball into the opponent's net. But within this simplicity lies a depth of strategy, skill, and teamwork that makes every match a thrilling spectacle. Each player has a role, from the agile goalkeeper to the strategic midfielder, all working in harmony to achieve a common goal. The team that scores more goals wins. But scoring a goal is no easy feat. It requires precision, timing, and often a bit of luck. The roar of the crowd when the ball hits the back of the net is a sound that resonates with fans and players alike. But wait, there's more to it than just kicking a ball around. Soccer is a game of tactics and strategy. Coaches spend hours analyzing opponents, devising game plans, and training their players to execute these plans to perfection. From set pieces to counterattacks, every aspect of the game is meticulously planned. Like any good game, soccer has rules that keep things fair, exciting, and prevent it from turning into utter chaos. These rules ensure that the game is played in the right spirit, maintaining a balance between offense and defense, and providing a framework within which players can showcase their skills. Don't worry, we're not talking about a rule book the size of a dictionary. The basic rules are straightforward and easy to grasp. Once you understand them, you'll be able to appreciate the nuances of the game even more. We'll explore the essential rules, making it easy for you to understand and enjoy this amazing sport. From offside to free kicks, we'll break down the key elements that make soccer the beautiful game. So, whether you're a complete newbie or just need a little refresher, get ready to dive into the fundamental rules of the beautiful game. We'll guide you through the basics, helping you to not only understand but also appreciate the intricacies of soccer. It's time to understand what makes soccer tick and why it's captivating the hearts of so many. From the thrill of a last-minute goal to the camaraderie of fans, soccer is more than just a sport. It's a global phenomenon. Let's get started. One rule that often confuses newcomers is the offside rule. It's a fundamental aspect of soccer that can be tricky to grasp initially, but once you understand it, the game becomes much clearer and more enjoyable to watch and play. The offside rule might seem complicated at first, but it's all about preventing players from just camping out near the opponent's goal. This rule ensures that the game remains fair and competitive by requiring players to time their runs and passes carefully. Here's the gist. A player is in an offside position if they're closer to the opponent's goal line than both the ball and the second-to-last defender when a teammate plays the ball to them. This means that players need to be aware of their positioning and the positioning of their teammates and opponents at all times. Think of it like this. You can't just hang out near the finish line of a race waiting for someone to hand you the baton. In a relay race, each runner must start from a designated position and only begin their leg of the race when the baton is passed to them. You have to be behind the starting line when the baton is passed. Similarly, in soccer, players must be in the correct position when the ball is played to them to avoid being offside. Similarly, in soccer, you have to be level with or behind the second-to-last defender when the ball is played forward. This requires players to have excellent awareness and timing to make successful plays without being penalized for offside. The offside rule keeps the game flowing and prevents players from simply waiting for a long pass to score an easy goal. It encourages teamwork and strategic play, as players must work together to create scoring opportunities while staying onside. It adds an element of strategy and timing, making for a more dynamic and exciting match. Understanding the offside rule is crucial for both players and fans as it enhances the overall experience of the game by promoting fair play and skillful tactics. Coaches often train their teams to use the offside trap, a defensive strategy where defenders move up the field to catch attacking players offside. This tactic requires precise coordination and communication among the defenders. When executed correctly, the offside trap can be a game changer, leading to turnovers and preventing the opposing team from scoring. It's just one example of how the offside rule adds depth and complexity to the beautiful game of soccer. Soccer is a game of skill and strategy, where players showcase their agility, precision, and teamwork. The beauty of the game lies in its fluidity and the seamless coordination among players. However, amidst the excitement and fast-paced action, the intensity can sometimes lead to physical confrontations. But sometimes things get a little rough on the field. Players might collide, tackles can be mistimed, and tempers may flare. These moments, while part of the game, need to be managed to ensure fair play and the safety of all participants. That's where fouls and penalties come in. They serve as a crucial mechanism to maintain order and fairness. When a player commits an infraction, the referee steps in to enforce the rules, ensuring that the game remains just and competitive. A foul is called when a player breaks the rules, like tripping, pushing, or any form of unsporting behavior. These actions disrupt the flow of the game and can give an unfair advantage to the offending team. Tackling an opponent unfairly is another common foul. It can range from a mistimed challenge to a deliberate attempt to impede an opponent. Such actions are not only against the rules, but can also lead to injuries. The referee, who acts as the game's judge, blows the whistle and awards a free kick to the team that was fouled. This intervention is vital as it helps to reset the game and penalize the offending team. This gives them a chance to regain possession and restart play. Free kicks can be strategic opportunities, allowing teams to create scoring chances or relieve defensive pressure. Sometimes a foul is committed inside the penalty area, a special box surrounding the goal. This area is crucial as it directly impacts the scoring potential of the game. This results in a penalty kick, a one-on-one duel between the fouled player and the goalkeeper. The pressure is immense, and the outcome can be a game changer. It's a tense moment that can dramatically change the course of the match. The anticipation builds as the player prepares to take the shot, and the goalkeeper readies themselves for a potential save. These moments are what make soccer thrilling and unpredictable, keeping fans on the edge of their seats. Imagine getting a card for bad behavior, but instead of a timeout, you're off the field. Well, that's what happens in soccer. Referees use yellow and red cards to punish players for serious fouls or unsportsmanlike conduct. A yellow card is a warning, like a slap on the wrist. Get 2 yellow cards in a game, and you're shown a red card, which means you're ejected. No more playing for you. These cards aren't just for show. They help keep the game fair and safe, ensuring that players are held accountable for their actions. After all, nobody wants to see a game turn into a free-for-all. Soccer matches are divided into 2 halves, each 45 minutes long, with a 15-minute break in between. That's a lot of running around. The clock keeps ticking, even when the ball is out of play, unlike some other sports with stoppages. At the end of the 90 minutes, if the score is tied, the game might go into extra time, which consists of 2 15-minute halves. If the teams are still tied after extra time, the game is decided by a penalty shootout, a nerve-wracking showdown where players take turns trying to score from the penalty spot. So, buckle up for a fast-paced, action-packed 90 minutes or more of soccer. Soccer is a physically demanding game, and sometimes players need a break. That's where substitutions come in. Each team is allowed to make a limited number of substitutions during a match, usually 3 or 5 depending on the competition. Substitutions aren't just about giving tired players a rest. Coaches use them strategically to change the game's flow, bring on players with different skills, or exploit weaknesses in the opposing team. So don't be surprised to see a flurry of activity on the sidelines as coaches try to gain an advantage with their substitutions. The referee is the boss on the field, responsible for enforcing the rules and keeping the game flowing smoothly. They have the final say on everything from fouls and penalties to offsides and goals. It's a tough job, and they often face criticism from players, coaches, and fans alike. But without them, the game would be chaos. They're the unsung heroes who make sure the game is fair and enjoyable for everyone. So next time you're watching a soccer match, spare a thought for the referee. They might not always get it right, but they're doing their best to keep the game fair and exciting. Just like knowing the rules of any game makes it more fun to play, understanding soccer's laws enhances your viewing experience. Suddenly, those controversial calls and strategic decisions make sense, and you can appreciate the nuances of the game on a whole new level. You'll find yourself cheering not just for goals, but for clever passes, tactical fouls, and daring saves. It's like having a secret decoder ring that unlocks a whole new world of excitement and enjoyment. So, Embrace the rules, and you'll discover a whole new dimension to this beautiful game. Soccer's rules might seem complex at times, but they serve a crucial purpose to ensure fair play and create an exciting spectacle for players and fans alike. Without rules, the game would descend into chaos, with players free to do whatever they wanted. The rules provide a framework for competition, ensuring that skill, strategy, and teamwork triumph. They create a level playing field where David can compete with Goliath, and where the underdog can pull off a stunning upset. So let's appreciate the rules that make soccer the beautiful game it is, a game full of passion, drama, and unforgettable moments.